Oh yes, it's another one of those, eh? Did you think your hearing was failing you, people? No, no, I'm definitely here, both visually and audibly. Yeah, there's a little issue with the sound at the beginning there, but definitely it's working now. I'm happy about that. The question is, are you? Hopefully you're going to be happy with what I've just been fiddling with a little bit. Let's see if we can see the technology. It's been very busy here, everyone. Been very, 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 very busy. And as I say, hopefully things. Hello from YouTube, says Brenda. Oh, she's definitely in the house there. That's good. We'll see how things continue. I'm not confident that everything's going to hold up during this broadcast, particularly with our new little gizmo-y thing there. You can see. And Patty in Wisconsin's joined us. That's good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Interesting that you've chosen not to join on YouTube. But hey. Oh dear, look at that. Look, don't worry if you can't see it too well, the chat. Don't get used to it just yet. You know, we're testing things out here. As I said recently, we were going to test a thing or two out, such as broadcasting on various platforms, and that happened before the 11th of September when I said we'd aim towards. It happened a few days before. Still testing all that out, of course. Well, that's fun, says Brenda. Excellent. Patty says hi, and yeah, hopefully you can see what's going on between you. Even whether hello to you as well. Is that Matthew Calkin? How's about that? Is it working for you people? I mean, the fact that we can now see what each other are saying a little better on different platforms. Because that's been the new challenge here, hasn't it? And I actually had it, when I say a bit more perfect than it is at the moment, I did. It looked better. But then right at the end, right at the end, that's why we're a bit delayed starting. The countdown clock didn't start it 10 minutes before the program, as it often does, the show. It started sort of like a minute before and 11 seconds. And then, of course, with everything happening here, technically, the sound wasn't working for the first 20 seconds or so. I know I'm forgiven, thank you very much. So far so good. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Congratulations on the 5th test, says Matthew Calkin. I can tell you, Matthew, it's a bit more than 5, that's for sure. Yeah, gonna have to head back and delete the tests later on, because they'll be just littering the various social media channels that we're on. Yes, platforms. So we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, Mixer, Twitch TV and Periscope, and it seems to be working at the moment, so that's good. Thank you very much, Brenda. I hope your weekend's been good. I think you were working 24 hours ago-ish, which is why you couldn't join us. I think that's right, something like that. It's been a bit of a whirlwind of a weekend here. The things I was supposed to do and focus on today, a lot of it didn't get done. I was waylaid and sidetracked by other important things, so it wasn't so important the order that they were achieved in. So there you go. We're getting there. Everything's got to be done. So if you've got 10 things to do, and it doesn't matter sort of if you need to prioritise them, then, well, that means so long as they all get done in some order, that's the main thing. I meant the Ashes test, says Matthew. Oh yes, but I believe the Ashes are heading back to the yeah, it was kind of a draw, wasn't it? Which means that the Ashes stay where they were previously. I think that's right, the little that I know about cricket. Because I don't like cricket, and I don't love it. I just think it's okay. You know, like everything. I'd sooner watch cricket than golf, that's for sure. Before anyone wonders, by the way, with all the techie stuff going on, didn't have time there to sort myself out with a warm hot drink. So it's the cloudy apple juice. And that is from a store that I haven't been to for a while, and it's what is it? It's 3/4 of the price. Yeah, so that's good, and it tastes as good, and it's never from concentrate, apparently. Not from concentrate, that one either. Yep, comes back to Australia, says Matthew. Yes, indeed, the Ashes do. Hello, Lady Liz. Is that do? Hello to you. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to follow whatever platform you're watching on, everyone. And again, because I was so late sorting stuff out, particularly because of the techie stuff with the chat, you know, that was kind of, as I say, it was all set up working just fine. At the last minute, the program literally that I'm using right now crashed. Unusual, but it did. So that meant that I haven't stuffed my face yet. Oh, very good. She'd have to excuse me. particularly if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, because you're not going to like the oh my goodness, what a mess that is. It is cottage pie. I had to think twice about that because it's not shepherd's pie. Anyone know the difference between cottage pie and shepherd's pie? Would you like to tell everyone else that doesn't know? That's good stuff. Good stuff it is. No one really in the Facebook, so I came back here. Really, Patty? Well, do you know what? That's a good reminder. That's a good reminder to me. I don't know whether I can do anything right now. Probably not. That is a good reminder. With everything going on here, I usually repost the Facebook broadcast in the first 10 minutes before we actually go live, and I haven't done that. Doesn't mean that there should still be some people there, so let's see what's going on. Let's see if we can remedy the situation, which I think I should be able to do. Let's have a look. Let's see what we can do here. Abracadabra and all that stuff. How's your day been, people? It has been Sunday the 15th of September 2019. Although for Matthew, of course, he is in the future. I'll get back to the food answers and to my question in just a moment after I have had a look here. Let's see. As I think we might be able to wangle this one, so to speak. We've got to press a magic button there. That's the trouble here. Too many buttons, just magic buttons to keep pressing with all what's going on. No one really... oh yeah, I've got that one. Lucky the chat's there. I've got two lots of the same chat. You know, I keep telling you over the last few days that the chat has been the aggregated, or as Brenda preferred to call it, the aggravated chat was crashing all the time. It's just done it now, but because it's on there as well on the screen, it sort of runs separately there, so I can still see what's going on. Lady Liz too, thank you very much for your answer. Absolutely right. Not a lot of people do know that. Yes, of course, cottage pie is made with beef, and shepherd's pie is made with lamb meat. Simple as that. When you know it's simple. Let me have a look here. Share that there. Oh, I think this might work. If it does, I will be rather happy. And there you are. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And that goes right there. Yes, good. So that's been reposted on Facebook. Thank you for the indirect reminder there, Patty in Wisconsin. Is Jeff with us? Oh, Jeff, don't tell me. Jeff is with us. Agitated, says Brenda. Right. Oh, goodness me. And thank you for... yeah, that one. Thank you for following us on YouTube, Jeff. Subscribing, that's the word. When I can untie my tongue, but right now I'm definitely stuffing my face with this shepherd's pie. So there's a lot for my tongue to handle right now. Food, chat, and breathing along the way as well. Right. So as I was asking you, how's your last few hours been since we haven't been together, people? Has it been decent for you? I hope so. It better have been. And of course, over time, I will sort out the graphics, the chat, and other graphics that will be appearing. It's going to be a good old interesting time for me, because the more graphics you have on the screen, you've got to sort them all out, particularly when this sort of thing happens. Just like that, you see. That's me, of course. There you go. It means now the chat's covered up. In fact, the chat's disappeared, hasn't it? Wow. Now there's a good reminder what we've got to sort out there. Okay, but it seems to be going all right. Come back as well. That's not bad. Oh, goodness me. Hello, Brenda, says Jeff. And hello, Claire Guppy. Hello, are you watching on your ginormous Gantic thingamajig goggle box, Claire? I bet she's going to fall asleep before you know. I cooked... I cooked roast earlier, but Leighton, that's your little one there, yes, decided to go to sleep at 5 o'clock. He had a soup... Do you know something, Claire? That is absolutely freaky that you mentioned that. Because I was about to come on to my health shortly, and it isn't too dissimilar over the last 12 hours. Absolutely weird, that. And do you remember, I don't know if you do, people, those of you that are following us regularly, you might remember that the last broadcast I was mentioning that I wasn't feeling too great. I think it was, well, one of the broadcasts that I missed, I think it was was it the one before last or the last one? I can't keep up with all this. It was either Saturday night, which was 24 hours ago-ish, or 48 hours ago on Friday. But let me tell you this. Remember I was saying as well, it could have been because of the full moon. You never know what that does to us. You know, the old moon must remind you that the moon affects the oceans. Oh yes, it creates the tides, and we are loads and loads and loads H2O, apparently, our bodies. So more water than anything else, apparently, some will have you believe, in which case the moon must affect you in some way if it does what it does to the oceans. Just saying. So you ever sort of try to correlate that and just make a note over a year or so and see if that's true or not for you? Let's put it like this. We can't dismiss things like that, can we? Anyhow, last night I was laying down there and suddenly in the night I woke up, and within seconds, I am eating at the moment, but let's just say the previous meal to that sleep that I was having decided it wanted to return in some way. And I dived for the sink here, and I wasn't sick, but almost. Had a bit of acid in that, but it was incredible. And I've never had that before. And I think if anything, it could have possibly been, and I can only put it down to being food poisoning. Maybe I hadn't cooked something properly previously. Anyhow, it took about 5-10 minutes or so. And because of the retching I was doing, my stomach was really in pain. Anyway, went back to sleep again. Tried to. It took a while, I can tell you. And then I found I was really cold, more cold than like the last few days than usual, shall we say. And I was a bit shivery inside. And I because it doesn't happen too often, I was finding it difficult to remember the last time I'd felt like that. And I think it was due to eating something not too ideal, maybe undercooked, that sort of thing. So that's what I'm putting it down to anyway. That said, today, Sunday, I took it easy, but in the afternoon, again, I was feeling really, really tired. So I had a couple of hours sleep, maybe an hour and a half, and woke up and then carried on working, and I feel much better now, much better now. Before you ask, and if you have asked already, I'm not looking too much at that chat, which I'm about to do now. But that's my day anyway, so sorry to hear that, Claire, and I wish your little one well. And as I say, hopefully, well, certainly what I've got and he's got will. And I had the the reason I mentioned that, you reminded me, because I had a headache as well, and at first I thought I must have been looking at the computer or the iPhone or tablet screen too much, because I've had headaches like that before, but I really wasn't. So it was, I think it was all part and parcel the same thing. Whatever was causing the stomach upset was also giving me a bit of a headache too. I really don't know. And when I say I don't care, of course I care, and you know, well, the point is it seems to be okay now, which is why I'm not too bothered. But as I say, Claire, hopefully he won't have a headache when he wakes up, and it's not very pleasant when you have to deal with someone close to you who's not well, etc., etc., particularly when you just feel helpless. You're chatting away there. This is good. Food poisoning, says Brenda. Yes, Brenda. I don't know whether that was you're questioning that, or whether that was a statement and a suggestion that it might be. Good to see you, Jeff. To see you good. I have been feeling icky today, upset stomach. Patty, isn't that weird? Goodness me. Not tonight, on my phone tonight, is Claire. Claire's on her phone. Yes, it's a bit like Dom Jolly, someone who's known to UK audiences, really. So you might not know what I'm talking about if you're watching internationally, but was it that sort of size phone, Claire? If it's your regular one, then no, I guess not. Brenda's just walked into the door from Michigan. Okay, well, obviously, you know, I'm going to say that I hope you opened it first. I could roast earlier, but Leighton decided to go. Oh, yes, that's goodness me. Right, where are we? Shall I move in the opposite direction, like forward with the chat? Jeff reckons that I've had too many Jaffa cakes. I don't think you're right there, Jeff. I haven't had many Jaffa cakes recently at all. But in the past 2 or 3 days, I have started back on a box of Jaffa cakes that's been finished, and I haven't had any Jaffa cakes in the last 20 hours. Yeah, that definitely sounds like food poisoning, says Claire. I'm glad you agree, because, and as I say, I'm not worried too much because it's pretty much disappeared. And I was trying to think, what did I eat? And I had sweet and sour, chicken stuff yesterday, and bread roll. That's not really going to give you a stomach ache. And I can't think what else really. What's going on here? I had fish tacos at the airport one time and felt like that, says Brenda. Yeah. Well, that's the yeah. And if it's at the airport, you're not going to be hanging around too much there to find out either, are you? Because you've got to catch your flight and drag yourself onto the flight, however you're feeling. Ick, says Brenda. Hello, love it when you say Michigan. Yeah, because Michigan. As opposed to sh. I think that's what you mean. Yes, we say plenty. That's it's the accent, as you know. But don't forget, Claire knows this one, and so does Adam for that matter, and anyone else watching in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It's not me that has the accent. It's you guys and girls, international peoples. Yes, indeed. Yes, definitely. Right. Oh, has our chat disappeared for a moment? It must have done with that happening on the screen. So good when that works. Excellent. Oh well, it's going to change before you know it, the chat. I don't think it's going to stay in that little corner down. Oh, I did point in the right direction for once. There you are. That chat there, I think it's going to have to move. But we'll get on it, you know. Can you actually read that well, people? I don't know. I was wondering if it was too small again. Oh, what happened there? Did you see it have a bit of a wobble? Goodness me, we've got jelly chat tonight, everyone. That's great, excellent. A bit, yeah. That's what. Oh, sorry. It's Jello, isn't it? If you're in the United States of America, because jelly is what we call jam, and what we call jelly over here is Jello over there. Confused? You will be. Don't blame me. You decided to change the lexicon and the language, yeah? With your sidewalk and your faucet and the hood and the trunk of the car. As you know, that's the best one, the hood and the trunk. What we call, and this always makes you guys and girls over in the United States of America laugh, but we call that the boot and the bonnet. DJing! What about DJing? Hey, well, Adam was on Periscope last night. Was he really? That must have been, was that after 2 p.m? Let me just think. 2 a.m. local time for Patty. Was that about 8 p.m. your time there, Patty? Oh, I see something not too good going on with the chat now. Every time a new message appears, it's doing a bit of a blip. I ain't touching it, though. This stuff you all put on peanut butter, jelly. Yes, exactly. You put yeah, exactly that sort of stuff. Jello. What? No, Brenda. No. Jelly is like your strawberry jelly and your blackcurrant jelly and raspberry jelly, right? And we call that jam. Okay, but over there you have Jello, and we call that jelly. Hope you're following that and making sense there. Good. Right, now let me just double, treble check here. Don't really want to. Hang on. Look at that. There you go. We can have a bit of chat moving. That moves there. Yeah, okay, 30 there. Oh, look. There you go. Right, interesting. See how we go with that. It'll probably still jump around the chat. But hey. As I say, you're not going to fiddle too much because fiddling, no, my luck won't make it any better. In fact, it will probably stop working. He was on for quite a while, was he now? Okay. Wonder what was going on there then. It's a very, very big DJ booth, that one. Very, very big. Oh, yes. And maybe he was having his own party while playing some records. I'm not going to expand on that any further. Okay, we can jam when you are moving with yes you can, or you can jello, I suppose. Goodness me, Brenda. Yes. What dang, this is confusing. What's confusing, Paddy? What's confusing? Tell me. You shouldn't be confused. Jam, jelly. Oh right. Yeah. The stuff you spread on your toast. Yeah, that's one thing. And of course then you have the ice cream and jello, you call it, for children's parties and birthdays and things like that, but we don't call it jello, we call it jelly. Yeah, I'm not going over that anymore. If you need to be reminded, just replay this later on. Oh, so confusing. First world problems, I know. How tragic. Oh dear, the time's just flying here. Oh look, 23:32. It's mirrored at the moment. 2332. Wherever you are, it's 28 minutes to the hour if you're watching live. Jeff, are you still there? Well, he's probably still there physically. Mentally, Jeff could be anywhere. Is that right, Jeff? I do hope that this coming week, I do hope we have some good weather here, because I'm just going to say, Jeff, watch this space, yeah? But we'll see how it goes. If it's warm, I shall be in a certain attire, and say no more. Hi all, hello Mary _ London, although today it looks like she's Mary of London. Wow, she's on YouTube with most of you guys and girls now. Isn't that good? You know what I haven't done, people? I haven't checked out Periscope in the last good 15 minutes. How's it going, Periscope? Loadsy there. Yep, comes back to... Oh, goodness me. Now, guys and girls, do comment on Periscope. That said, I'm forgetting. It doesn't matter that I haven't tried it or tested Periscope or looked at Periscope in the last 15 minutes. Because if someone was making comments and replying to us and responding on Periscope, well, now the chat appears there as well. I would have seen that, wouldn't I? Oh dear. Right, who else is watching on Periscope then? Do add a comment or two. Don't forget to press the screen gently round about there, particularly on Periscope, and that means then you will see some hearts appear. Oh, hello, Lorraine's here as well. Hello, Lorraine. Hope you're following, and welcome. But who's just Yondiport? Yondiport. Another newbie. Well, if you're new on Periscope, don't forget to follow. That's all I can say. To do that, press the 3 dots in the corner of the screen, called the ellipsis, technically, if you see 3 dots like that. And you'll have the option to follow me. And yeah, all is good. Who is on Perry now? Well, apparently it says Brenda has pressed the self-destruct button on Periscope. But yeah, that's a good question. And I just tried to look, and don't tell me. Oh dear. Right, okay, lovely. Let's have a look. Got a few things happening there, but not a lot at the moment, you know. Most people I can't see on there. They're not logged in, apparently, or maybe you're just not saying anything. That's fine, but you can always join us on YouTube as well. As you can see, people chatting away there on YouTube. It's Martin Shine Com, C-O-M, there on YouTube. Again, if you just need a reminder, then I could certainly give you one of those if the technology allows us to. There you go. So that's me, Martin Shine, and then just stick C-O-M at the end if you want to find us on YouTube. And you can find us on Facebook as well. Martin Shine Live is the page, and all is good. I really want to move over to Facebook, guys and girls, as one of our main broadcasting platforms, but I do keep reminding myself, and I have to, as I remind you as well, that if we are going to do that, it's really is, the more I think about it, dependent on what type of broadcast it is, where we are, that's as to what platforms we're going to be on. But when I say moving over to Facebook, that does mean certainly staying on YouTube. We'll always be on YouTube. Oh yes, certainly now. So that's good for you guys and girls. But as far as Periscope's concerned, I'm not sure where it's going in the future. You know, I mean, don't know if it's still, you know, popular with new people coming along and using it. I mean, I think it may have passed its honeymoon period, with a lot of people being innovative and at the forefront of everything live streaming, certainly in the early days of travel and mobile broadcasts, that sort of thing. I was the moderator, but you blocked me. Did I? I hate Facebook, Lady Liz too. Why is that? You can't hate anything. What's the problem with Facebook? Bearing in mind that all social media is technically not good. And the irony, our community has moved over to the one platform that I've never considered to be a social platform, social media. It's YouTube, because as opposed to two-way communication and interaction, YouTube has very much been a platform where people upload videos, information, entertainment and stuff for others to just watch. It's very, very sort of, you know, one direction. But I know these days, obviously, it's changing and has changed with live, certainly, as we're proving now. But still, it hasn't got that, you know, do you really check your YouTube timeline every morning on your way to work, on the subway, underground, train or bus? Most people don't. And it's something you just link to from a post that might be on another platform, such as Instagram or Periscope, Twitter, or Facebook. I dislike it, yes, but why do you dislike it? I want to know why. There's obviously a reason. You're perfectly in order if you don't want to share that reason with us, but just asking because, hey, you've told us something and I'm interested, and I'm sure everybody else will be interested. Who likes, anyone else out there hate Facebook? I wonder. YouTube is decent. Yes, it certainly is now. We're on there, hey Patty? Come on. Yeah, good. You like feeding me the lines there, that's for sure. But I totally agree now. I totally agree with that. Thanks, Brenda. We have another week here. It looks like another hot week, says Mary. How was the band, Mary? Didn't you go to see a band this weekend that your friend was playing in, and that sort of thing? Goodness, it'll be stone cold if I don't have another mouthful of this. I keep going to say shepherd's pie, cottage pie. I used to love lamb. Could never do the mint sauce, but did like lamb. But these days, I'm not such a fan of lamb. But I'm not even a poet, in case you didn't know it. But that said, sometimes I can make things rhyme. Certainly if it's a subject of mine. And, well, if we're all here having a good old chat, it's a poem. We're going to have a go at that. Yes, we are. It's live at 11:11. You know, it's Martin Shine. That's me. Whether you're having your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner or tea. Where's that all going? I don't know. Shall I stop now? Because it'll turn into a rap song eventually, a rap tune, and we don't really want that. That's really DJ Ad's domain, I think. Just wonder where all the information goes. Yes, the Wrecking Ball with my friend Sarah as a special guest. Was it fantabulous? I bet it was. I bet it was an awesome event, and I'm very envious because I know I would have. Even if you say it wasn't, which I know you're not going to do that, it was a grand event, and I just would have, well, I didn't go out the weekend, and I should have gone to something like that, or something local anyway. But yes, definitely, all those live gigs, they're well worth heading over to, certainly on a Friday, Saturday night. And back to the Facebook issue there with, is it Lady Liz again, did we say? Yes, Lady Liz 2. By the way, Lady Liz, I guess I should call you Lady Liz 3, but I'm not going to, because although I do pick people up on this usually, I don't change their name. It's just that if you're Lady Liz 2, technically you're Lady Liz 3, because, well, Lady Liz 1 has no number after their name, if you see what I mean. It's just Lady Liz, which means that Lady Liz 1 is Lady Liz 2, and Lady Liz 2, you get the idea, is Lady Liz 3. Right, okay, so just saying, because it's never what it says when someone sticks a number after their name. No, it doesn't, Brenda, is a unique... oh, right, okay. They're talking about the lamb and the chicken. No, the lamb's definitely different. It is definitely different. And as I say, I don't know why, but I just kept away from it for the last, 2 years or so, maybe 3, actually. And if I'm offered it these days, I'm just like, no, thank you very much. But as that said, I should actually get back into lamb, only for the simple reason that everything these days is chicken, 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 bit of beef, chicken, chicken, beef, 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 chicken, 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 beef, chicken, chicken, beef, chicken, chicken, chicken. So a bit of lamb might be a good idea, particularly for us carnivores. Maybe someone was going to suggest now, maybe you should just go vegetarian and vegan. Yeah, I know. And I have to say that some of these people that are vegetarian and vegan, they do look rather healthy. Yeah. But I just don't think I can bring myself to do that anytime soon in this lifetime. So yeah, anyway, Lady Liz 2, you just don't like where all the information goes on Facebook. Well, you don't need to submit loads of information on Facebook. You see, I mean, I've got a Facebook account. I'm with you. I think you'll agree. Too many people are putting too much information on Facebook. In fact, the scary thing is a platform like Facebook probably knows more about you than you know about yourself. And that is just, that's, as some people would say, sick. But yeah, it is just mad. All that digital... huge data. Big data is a very big thing these days, and obviously, companies like Google, and Facebook, that's exactly how they decide what ads and marketing to serve to you, based on the fact that most people tell everyone their inside leg measurement, their shoe size, how many fillings they have in their mouth, if any, or if they've just had their teeth punched out, and that sort of thing, really. So yeah, it's quite scary also how free and how willing people are to volunteer their information. Mad, absolutely mad. I mean, one of the tricks I play, if I'm signing up for a trial service on a new app or website, often I will no, and it's not because I'm an old fart these days, but I generally change the year that I was born. If it asks me by a decade, I'll just stick in a different decade, and in that way been truthful most of the time, but why do they need to know my birthday and date of birth? What for, really? You know, if it's just an app and I'm on a trial, that sort of stuff. That's true, says Betty in Westcott. I've heard mint sauce. Yes, Brenda, that's because a lot of people have mint sauce with their lamb. It's just one of those things that is, if you have lamb, straight away it's, would you like mint sauce with that, sir, madam? And generally the answer is yes. Oh, I just reminded myself about something that I heard today in the news. I think I might have mentioned it the other day. If not, I'm going to mention it now. I'm not sure what was true there, Patty. Claire, is Claire still away? No, she's probably, wouldn't surprise me if she's not. I did broadcast a part of the gig on, but did you, Mary? I'll have to probably step over there and have a look. Lorraine, Lady Liz too. Is that possibly your name? Wait a minute, I think I get it now. Is that your name, Lady Liz too? Is your name Lorraine? Because I seem to recall when I had a quick dip into Periscope a short time ago, you were on there when I had a look. Hold on a second, let's have a look. But I just wonder where all the, yeah, right, Lorraine, yeah. Hang on a minute, let's see. See, when I actually take them, yes, it is. I've got it now. Oh, lovely. How did you find out about us, Lorraine? Are you connected to anyone else that's been watching these broadcasts and been recommended? Some people are from time to time. Or were you just floating on the old interwebble and came across us on your app, on your mobile digital device, or for that matter on a desktop? I really don't know how you're watching right now. Oh, new message. It says, oh, recurrent. Do you mean red currant as opposed to recurrent sauce? I tell you what's really good with meat dishes and people love it is cranberry sauce. Maybe that's what you're referring to when you say, I think if I'm correct and you meant to say red currant, because that's statistics, Patty was, yes. What statistics are we talking about now, Patty? Anything in particular? Yes, says Lady Liz too. It is Lorraine. Welcome, Lorraine. Thank you very much. I will try and remember Lorraine. Just remind me if you'd rather be called Lorraine. I don't mean remind me that you would rather be called Lorraine. It's just that what I mean is if you'd rather be called Lorraine and I'm calling you Lorraine and sometimes I forget, just remind me when I say Lady Liz too. Because at the moment what's displayed here mainly is Lady Liz too, unless I start looking deep down again into all the chat. And when it's busy, goodness me, it's worse than a teacher and the first day at school and everybody, you know, for a new sort of term with a new class and remembering all the names. I was, says Lady Liz too. Was you? I think I have just... Hey, what? Oh, I see. Right. Okay. You think you were just floating. Excellent. It's not good being a floater. But you're with us now. That's good. I hope you're following. Do follow us. Definitely follow us. Oh, please do. What's this? Call me whatever you want. Okay. No worries, Dave. Yes, red currant, says Mary of London. But did you mean... no, hang on. Mary didn't mean... Mary, you meant red currant, didn't you? You did not mean cranberry. That's for sure. Because otherwise Mary would definitely have said cranberry. Yes, lovely. We are not seeing you eat. Are you ill? What? Oh, did you? I don't know if you meant. Well, I'm not ill anymore, but it's. I don't know if you've asked that, Mary, by coincidence, or if you heard what I was saying at the beginning. But actually, I was not too well during the night. Actually. Very, very bizarre. Listen to the beginning of the broadcast. I think it was a bit of food poisoning. But the reason I'm not eating is because I'm talking too much. And the reason we're talking about cottage pie and shepherd's pie is because that's what I'm eating now. I'm eating cottage pie. And I was just asking people earlier on if they knew the difference. And if they did, share it with everyone else. More messages. No, cranberry is for... Yes, you're not wrong there, Mary. Mary's absolutely right. Yeah, cranberry is for turkey. Certainly at the latter part of the year, when we all enjoy turkey meat. But people do still like a bit of cranberry. When I've been to the local carvery, they still stick that out for people. And I certainly have some, even with a bit of beef and chicken, and just slap it on. You know the carvery I'm talking about, Mary? One of the best UK delights it is on a Sunday. If you ever head out and just want a Sunday roast, which brand am I talking about? They're usually very good wherever you go. I've never really had a bad experience at one of these branded carveries before. It is very good there, Brenda, actually. The red currant and cranberry. That stuff is good. Cloudy apple juice, for those still wondering. Right, okay. Cranberry is what everyone brings to dinner when they don't cook. Cranberry is what everyone brings to dinner when they don't cook. So what you're saying, Brenda, is that if you're heading over to someone for the evening and it's a sort of social gathering, if they're not cooking, then you just all eat cranberry? What, laced on a piece of bread with butter? What's going on there? You're going to have to explain a bit better than that, I think. Certainly at this hour. Toby says Mary of London. Mary, spot on. Yep, Toby Carvery. They are really decent. At one point, it must be about a good 5 years ago, Toby Carvery, they started also doing a takeout. You go in there and instead of piling all your food onto one of these massive plates, you just stick it in a box and pay for it and take it away. I don't know if they still do that. I don't see why they wouldn't, but I haven't seen it for a while. I certainly haven't seen it advertised, and I did subsequently see it advertised, and well, maybe they've done their advertising on that and it's worked. I don't know. Yes, it's easier to bring cranberry. Yeah, but surely it's easier to take some potato chips, crisps, and just eat those. Maybe put some cranberry, dip them in. I don't know, but cranberry. You've totally thrown me there. You wouldn't just be eating cranberry, or are you talking about fresh cranberries? Is that what it is? Is that what I've sort of missed? Because I'm visualising the cranberry sauce that is delicious when we eat it with certain meat dishes. Well, as Mary said, technically turkey. Lovely. I mean, I don't know anyone else. No one's ever told me that they have mint sauce with any other meat other than lamb. So I do sort of see your point there, obviously, Mary. Certain things are supposed to go together, but hey, you know what? If you like it different to other people, whatever, just go for it. Yeah, it's amazing how many. Oh, what's that? Did you ever? What? Did you ever life in or near Brick Lane? Ace of Spades 11. No, I've never lifed. What did you mean live? In Brick Lane, and for those that aren't aware, Brick Lane is an area in East London, and it's featured at the beginning of our broadcasts, so that's probably why you're asking, I guess. But no, not yet anyway. Maybe one day, but then I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon anyway. Too busy to even consider new locations. All is good. Well, I say that. Perhaps a different planet. How about that? Time for the time machine, possibly. You never know. Your face looks familiar. Moose 1032. Does it now? I'm noticing that the chat. Let's just see. I think what's happened again here, guys and girls, is I think the Periscope chat has stopped working again on our aggregated feed, and I'm only seeing those comments now because I'm also monitoring Periscope separately. Very, very bizarre, those of you watching on YouTube. So there you are. I used to stay in Brick Lane at weekends years ago, says Mary of London. Did you now? Which end? Which end? While we're on that subject, because it's a very, very busy road and lane. And you've got the top of it, which is near Bethnal Green Road. You've got the bottom end of it, which is in a place called Aldgate. There's a fraudulent slip there. Aldwych is more in the centre of London town. Definitely good, the old apple juice there. Patty, salt and vinegar are the best chips in my opinion. Oh, in your opinion. So where's that then? Is that a new village or something, or town? Salt and vinegar are the best chips. My opinion must be near Westerfield. Is that what it is? The next. You are now approaching my opinion. Interesting. What's going on here on Periscope? Hi, Gandhi Japandi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Melissa Sarah _. Hello, how are you? All doing very well here, everyone. I'm certainly doing better than our chatties. I've heard some serious reports about the old chat hear the aggregator in the past from broadcasters how it sort of fails them, but clearly, I mean, I wasn't sure how it failed them. Does it just totally stop working altogether or what? But clearly what's happened for them is exactly what's happening here, is that the aggregator stops funneling the chat through from, well, certainly from Periscope in this case, through to itself. And at the moment we're just looking at YouTube chat right now. Not good, not good. Anyone else, if you're commenting from any other platform at the moment and not receiving a reply, very, very sorry about that. You've got the option of heading over to youtube.com/martinshine.com. Okay, that's the only way we can sort of sort that out at the moment, but hopefully we'll get it sorted before much longer going forward and over the coming days and weeks. That's me, Martin Shine, COM at the end of that, if you're trying to find me on YouTube. Periscope, though, we're monitoring separately. Oh, what does this say? Hello, how are you? I live around there above a coffee shop on Red Church Street. It's just off Bethnal Green Road, says Ace of Spades. Do you now? Interesting. I know the area very well. Let's not go too much into that right now, because otherwise we'll be definitely here for hours. And, well, yeah, it will take me a good few hours to tell a story or two about that area. Used to go there myself quite a lot, to that area of London, Bethnal Green, and, well, certainly Brick Lane. And, yeah, wow, some memories there that I can possibly begin to start broadcasting, not so much at this hour, but certainly, this particular day and week. Yeah, but actually, I have said that recently that we'll be certainly opening up the chat in the not too distant future, and there will be some interesting topics to discuss. And I think I'll have to leave that there, really. Just a big question mark over it all, but hey, there you go. Oh, I know I wanted to mention, and I'm going to keep it very brief. Someone asked me again today, they couldn't find me on the wireless, on the radio. So at the moment that's still ongoing, and I'll update you guys and girls if there's any developments there. It's out of my hands effectively at this moment in time. What else was there? Somewhere. Oh yes, our competition. Somewhere, if you want to win the Apple iSponge, there it is right there. I'll have a look at the chat in a minute, everyone. I know it's not on the screen there at the moment. I shall remedy that in just a moment. If you want to win the older Apple iSponge, there you go. Have you seen one of those before? It's rather spongy, which is good. And if you do want to win one of those, this is how you do it. You've got to answer the question. There we go, back on the chat. The question is, very simply, I want a name. It's a female name, and that's the answer to the competition question. A lot of people struggling with it because we've had plenty of answers being sent to me. But the question is, if you tell someone something in secret, confidential, you want them to keep it confidential, what would you expect that person's name to be, ideally? Yes, it's a logical question, sort of a bit of logical thought here. So, for example, as I keep giving, and I still haven't thought of another example on this one, so we'll have to go back over that one as well. If you see a man and he's on one knee, what would you expect his name to be? The answer is Neil. So there you go. So in the same way, if you tell someone something and it's a secret and you don't want them to tell anyone else and that you want them to keep it confidential, what would you think and expect their name to be ideally? If you think you know, please send me the answer. It's got to be sent to me directly on Twitter. But if you want to be a winner, you've also got to follow on Twitter. If we find someone gives me the correct answer and they're not following me on Twitter, not going to be a winner. Not going to be. Oh, by the way, apart from the Apple iSponge, there is the original prize that still hasn't been claimed on this particular competition. And there we are. It's the headphone splitter. Okay, as you can see, I'm not going to take it out today. The old lollipop. It has somewhere a stick there. Yeah, that's it. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible trying to do this back to front on here. But yeah. the old lollipop stick there, it pops off, and there's a little 3.5mm jack like you have on the end of your headphones. You shove that into your mobile digital device or desktop or whatever, and then as you can see, it's got two holes there just at the end. You can just about see that, where you put your headphones, 2 sets of headphones. So if you're on a bus or you know, in the back of a taxi together, that's something you can use to listen to the same music and share your digital device. And we're also giving away this one too, very similar. You take off the pot, it's got a plug in it to plug in your device, and as you can see at the top of the cactus, you can just about make out there are 2 headphone sockets there. That's the third thing, and I will concentrate back on your chat in just a moment. We'll press that there and see that. Oh, what else? Loads of chat while I've been chatting. First of all, we have oh, what about, who's that? BT Red Stormer. What about them? And share. I'm intrigued. I'm curious now. Says Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades 11. Very good number. Zapper579 has joined. Hello to you. Meanwhile, what else? Oh my goodness me. How is this going to work? I don't know if it is going to. So cute. Off to sleep now. Good night all, says Mary of London. Good night, Mary. Thanks for joining us. Of course, any moment now we'll be dashing off. Well, about another 10 minutes or so. Night, Mary, says Melissa Sarah. Good night to you. And as for... yeah, now I've got a problem here with the... bear with me, everyone. I'm going to have to refire up the chat. It's definitely felt you had... I'm sorry, but if you've been chatting in the last 2 minutes, you might need to send your chat again if it was important and you want me to see. Because it's all been lost over there. And there's only the last 3 messages there. Yeah, I don't think I can... Well, I might be able to... Let's see. Got to be careful here because I'm just opening up another app to see... Just to see, but curiosity killed the cat, and yeah, never mind. That's all. That has been lost. That last lot of chat, unless you send it again. So hopefully you've got all the information there for the competition, guys and girls. If you want to win those things, as I say, head over to Twitter and direct message me there. My piece of paper's disappeared. No, it hasn't. I know where it is. That's quite hilarious. I typed out a few things just as a reminder to myself earlier on, and piece of paper's over there. Never mind. I'm not going to get out my seat now. No need to. Where are we now? Oh, I tell you where we are now. We're on tomorrow. I mean, I'm speaking with you in the United States of America. Yesterday is where you are. You're so yesterday once again. It is now just after midnight here on Monday the 16th of September 2019 here in England, the same across Europe and in Australia and the Far East, but in Canada, the USA, Mexico, Brazil, Chile, etc, etc. It is still Saturday, still Sunday. But for some people it is still Saturday over there, yeah, because they're probably still sleeping off their hangover. But no. Goodness me. Right, where are we? We're nowhere at the moment. The last person to send us something was Melissa Sarah, says Night Mary. And that seems like a lifetime ago. Seth9060, hello to you. We're only here for just under 10 minutes and then I'm out of here. Yes. Where are you watching from, people? Could you tell everyone else? Remind them. Have a good sleep. See you tomorrow night. Good night all. Oh, you off as well there, Patty? Yeah, you call it an early evening as well. Why not? Why not? Everyone's got an early start tomorrow. Well, most people have. Tomorrow being today for me, Monday, beginning of a new week. It's going to be a very busy week here for me. I will be here as much as I can. I say that because I do think that we're going to be reducing the broadcasts. These ones, they're not going to be 7 a day, 7 a week. Well, we could do 7 a day. If someone wants to pay me for that, I'm quite happy for people to do that. I'm available to hire. If you want the message out there when it comes to your social media, your products, your services, your business, your company, look no further. We'll be talking about more about that stuff on some other broadcasts, and we're going to funnel you all through there. If you want to know more about all that, then just follow me here, because all this sort of fun banter that we have on these regular broadcasts, as I say, up until now they've been daily. Those people that are interested more in the other area of Martin Shine's life when it comes to work, and certainly live streaming and video production, well, just watch this space. It won't just be about that. While I'll be bringing you behind the scenes when I'm out and about filming, wherever that happens to be going forward, as I have done in the past, by the way, particularly this time last year when we were in the United States of America, travelling all the way along the East Coast and West Coast as well. A lot of regulars will remember all that too. Well, if you want to follow that stuff, do. But apart from that, I'll be speaking to so many different people, specialists in their field, whether it's an artist, whether it's a florist, it could be the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, anyone, and yeah, who knows, even the odd teacher, yeah, even possibly someone who's into the paranormal, who happens to have gone now, apparently. What's going on here? Awesome Brenda, says Melissa. Melissa, I just returned from Michigan. But if you prefer, it was Michigan. Right, excellent. Farmington is where I was. Farmington, you know, it's a bit spooky that, because I have heard the name Farmington. It's a bit like Springfield, and I mentioned that, of course, because we all know that the Simpsons are from Springfield, apparently, and there are various Springfields across the United States of America, and yeah, so many towns have duplicate names, and that might be why I know Farmington, because I think there's a Farmington towards Virginia somewhere, if I remember rightly. And maybe that's why I'm thinking to myself, I know the one that you're talking about, and I probably don't. You said, oh, Michigan. Yes, I can say it well if I have to and if I think about it, but, you know, to me it's Michigan. Michigan. No, maybe not. Right, everyone, where are we? Oh, hello, double. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. We've got 0553044169. I suggest you don't call that number now, everyone. It'll be very, very mad if you do, I think. Got a feeling. Yeah. Right, let's see. Before we head out of here, everyone, and I have some sleep. Yeah, not a lot of people watching us now on Periscope. They've all migrated. You migrated onto YouTube. How crazy is that, huh? Anyway, after tonight's broadcast, I think we're going to have to go membership only. Yeah, we'll have to just, what do you think? Just for a few pennies, but we might have to go subscription. Membership. Someone's, I think, unintentionally, inadvertently given me that. Food for thought. Oh yeah, definitely. Brenda says, awesome, Melissa. And she's chuckling there. I'm about 45 minutes from there, Brenda. Gee, are you? Wow. Is that on a skateboard, though? Or on a Ferrari? Or on a pogo stick? See, people never tell you that. Oh, how far are you from me? Oh, about 10 minutes. Yes, is that by bus? Is that hopping on one foot and leg? Is it walking, running? Yeah, swimming? Particularly if you're living on the coast, I don't know. That's why people never really say what they mean. Not fully. You know, you're supposed to. I guess I'm assuming you mean by road, but even then, there are different road users there. Moped, as I said, Chrysler, yeah, Rolls Royce, Aston Martin, good one that. Pogo stick, of course. Oh, silly me. Was that your plan? What plan? Hey, what's the plan? Chuckling away there. Listen, everyone, it is time to draw this to a close, this broadcast. I nearly said something else then, and it kind of just gets me when other people use this expression, and I couldn't think of anything else, but I did it absolutely, because everybody's, well, most people, like, the worst one for me is particularly when we were on one platform originally, Periscope. It was I'm scoping down now. Really? Okay. But now it's the one I've said a few times recently is we're winding the broadcast down. Yeah, but no, we are drawing it to a close on this occasion. I tell you something, I heard someone the other day on his blog, Vlog, and he was saying to people, I used to say something similar in broadcast, but it was so repetitive. He was like talking about things, and then he'll be like, yeah, it's this and that, and all those good things, or all good things like that, or something. Oh my goodness me. When in doubt, leave it out. It's so true. So true. And I'm almost in doubt now, and therefore I'm going to have to leave it out. It's a 45-minute drive on the freeway. Thank you very much for that, Melissa Sarah. That makes so much more sense. And that does, see, that's a really good thing that you've just done there. You've gone one better. You haven't just told us that it's a 40-minute drive, but it's on the freeway as opposed to a different route. Moving all to YouTube. Looks that way, doesn't it there, Brenda? I hate that phrase, scoping down. I so do, and forgive me if you so hate that one as well. So this and so that, but I really do. It's just, if you're watching something regularly, then it can't be so repetitive. And the broadcaster, people involved in the production, whether it's one or a few, got to be a bit more inventive. Otherwise, one of the worst things, and I think it's the worst thing in some of these broadcasts, is the predictability, and just while I'm on that subject, actually, just reminded myself, actually, I never forget, but I was speaking with a female once, and she was in a bit of a strange relationship, strange in the sense that it was a bit rocky, and we were talking about how sometimes, particularly, the vision people have of a man, certainly in the movies, if not in real life, bringing home flowers, certainly, say, every Friday night at the end of the week, yeah? But she was saying, no, it becomes boring. After, that's happened sort of 10 times or a little more, she's like, no, it means nothing to her. And I was like, what do you mean? And she said, well, that's the thing. It's just so predictable. She knows now that every Friday, she knew every Friday, because it kept on happening every week, she was expecting the flowers. And it just wasn't anything special anymore. And it's a really good point. It's a very, very good point. And we started having the discussion about things that are predictable can be, take the edge off things and make them less interesting, and just predictability. As I say, it's not too great when things are that way. And I think that's why the country here at the moment in the United Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland, is in so much mess and turmoil. People aren't used to the situation here, certainly politically I'm talking now, very, very loosely and very briefly. They're not used to the uncertainty, yeah? So, but then, get used to it. Get used to uncertainty. Uncertainty is a good thing. What's good about it is knowing how to deal with it. Yeah, and that's a lot of people aren't able to do that. Right, people, I've got to get out of here because by the time I've finished talking, it will be 11 minutes past the hour of midnight. That means, again, it is Monday here, and I've got loads to do in about 8 hours' time, so I'm heading straight to sleep now. Before I do, I'll just see if there's any more comments here from people. Based Army, hello to you. Nifty Pat. And thank you to everyone else that's been watching on Periscope. If you're watching the replay, please follow for no other reason than if you do follow on any platform, you'll be notified, certainly on Periscope and Facebook, when I go live. Why is that important for you? Because then you won't miss a thing and you can join in the chat and not just listen to us waffling on a replay. Okay, even though it is often interesting waffle, I'm led to believe. Thanks again. Have a wonderful week. Thank you, says Melissa Sarah. Oh, you too. Thank you very much for joining. Very predictable, says Brenda. And say goodbye to each other now, because I'm about to hit that magic button where nobody can say anything anymore until our next broadcast. I should be back in about 23 hours time. It's possible I'll be back here before, if I'm out and about and something major happens and I want to share it with you. But Monday, I probably won't be here much before 11:11 UK time, British summer time, while the summer is lasting. Thanks so much once again, everyone. Until our next broadcast, Brenda says, good night, sleep well, giving hearts. Yes, and we'll share the hearts with everyone else. Thanks once again, everyone. Catch you soon. Bye-bye for now.